Hi everybody. Hey, I've got all your data from the summative interpretation of fractions entered into this Google spreadsheet. Still waiting on Sarah's. As soon as that comes, we can dump those in too, but the tutorial will still be the same. What you're going to see here on the bottom is each question that was asked on the summative, questions 1 through 6. And then what I did is I connected the baseline question that matched the summative question. If you remember that, that was that last sheet. Anyhow, take a look at the first question. It was placing mixed numbers on a number line. And on the baseline, remember there were 3 numbers they had to place, and you had to score whether they had the first one, second one, and third one correct. And on the summative, there was just 1. So here are the color codes. As far as each of these goes, Sarah and Sarah on top, then Renee and Doug and Christy and Mark. So watch your color from before to after. Okay, and it even when you hover over it, it'll even tell you, like this says it's Mark's class and how many kids. And here again in Mark's class and how many kids. So there's question 1. Here's question 2. And this was what fraction of the circle is shaded, so you can see what was happening before and then on the summative. Some nice improvement on that. Third question was shade 1/3 of a rectangle. You can see some nice improvement here. You might be wondering why there's nothing here for Mark's bar. He didn't have any students who had that right in the first place. And remember, this rectangle actually had multiple sections, so it wasn't a clear-cut 1/3. It wasn't like it was sectioned into 3 parts. Question number 4, and the answers. Why is 5/8 greater than 3/7? It was a very similar question on the baseline, and they didn't, overall, the students didn't do as well. So what that says to me is comparing fractions is something that they still are struggling with, and there's an opportunity for growth there as you continue to work on that as the fraction units come forth. Just know your kids are probably going to struggle on that comparing fractions business. Number 5, Sarah and Brendan's pencils. Brendan had 3/4, Sarah had 5. How could they both be right? On the baseline, you'll note this was a really tough question, and a lot of color showed up here in the summative, and you could either give full credit or partial credit depending on how they answered that question. And then question number 6, the field trip problem from the Bell Museum in the Walker. Again, here's your baseline information and your summative. So again, as you go through these, you can click on each chart on the bottom to see, and if you want to look carefully at your own independent class data, well, there you can see that. Now that's assuming, and I don't know that this is true, but that's assuming that you assess the same kids on the baseline and the summative. So let's see. I think that's all I need to share with you for now. I did send this Google Doc to you as well, so you probably got that in an email. All right, get this thing out of your inbox. It's going to take up a lot of space because it's got a lot of memory to it. Talk to you soon. Bye.